Okay guys, so I mentioned that there's 3 different ways to do Facebook ads. So this would be the second. This is called your ads manager. And in order to get to your ad manager, you're going to go up here. You're going to go to manage ads. So leave this page. And it's going to take you to the screen that I just showed you here. Now what I want to do is I want to give you a specific example. This is an ad that we run these kind of ads all the time. People on our team run these ads. They work in almost every market because they're very specific. And I'm going to show you exactly what that looks like and how to create that right now. And this is the kind of ad that I would recommend if you have new people on your team and they want to learn how to get started and start getting their own leads, and they don't have a large budget and they want to keep active, have some hope, have fresh, blood coming into their business. This is a good way to go. So with that being said, I will show you the end result first. And here, let's see, is that. And you can see attention calling all moms in Pittsburgh. So you got the city, you got moms, and then this is an example of the kind of copy you want to write. So what if you could start working from your phone? Something that obviously, oh wow, I'd love to do that on social media in your spare time. Okay, all these moms have spare time and make a great new income. Then you get them to imagine how it would feel if they did that to pay their bills without sacrificing family time. Then you give them a little credibility. So this is be where you put a little bit of your story. My name's blah, blah, blah. It's helpful if you say, if you are a mom and you do live in that town, if that's Pittsburgh, whatever it is, it doesn't have to be your hometown, but if it is, you will get better results from that. You don't have to make extravagant claims. Obviously, Denise has had a lot of success here, but you can just say, for the last 6 months, I've been able to replace my part-time income and make X amount, and I'd love to teach you how to do exactly that. We can say, would you like to partner with me personally? I can show you how to get a $5,000 bonus in the next few months. If you're interested, comment yes. This PS, people tend to read the PS often more than they do the rest of the message. So this is where we say it's exclusive. It's only in Pittsburgh, which then, the person reading goes, oh, I'm from Pittsburgh. That's perfect. That's exclusive for me. I better respond quickly. You don't need experience. That's often, something that people immediately think, oh, I don't have any experience in sales. But then again, we take it away again. We say you have to be fun, positive, and be willing to work 5 hours a week. So that makes it seem like, they need to apply for this position more or less. I'm not doing a button for this. This is a post engagement ad, which means we just want people to engage with it. You can see it's got this large vertical picture. So anyway, that's the end result. So now I'm going to show you how I got there. So what we would do is we'd say create campaign. Then this is going to be an engagement post because we want people to engage with it. We want comments. That's the goal of this entire campaign. When you name it, it doesn't really matter what you name it as long as you can remember. So you might say Pittsburgh engagement, right? We're not going to worry about any of these options. We'll just click continue. Now the ad set name, the ad set is things are grouped by campaign, ad set, and then ad. So the ad set is where you'll define what exactly is the demographic that you're targeting. So we're going to say new moms, Pittsburgh. We could say whatever the age is. Generally, if you want to do about 5 years around your own age, because that's the picture that they're going to see, you'll get the best bang for your buck. So let's just say, for Denise, she might do like 21 to 40, something like that. We'd say United States, and then you'd go in and you'd say Pittsburgh, and choose that as the city. You can say everyone in this location. Sometimes it's better to say people who live in this location, especially if it's in a location that gets a lot of tourist traffic, that kind of stuff. Depending on the size of the city, you could do 25 miles. If you're talking about a smaller suburb, you'd obviously want to go a lot less than that, 10 miles, or say current city only. We can leave that for now though. And what did we say? 22, whatever. This is where you choose the age though. You're going to want to say women. You also want to make sure that you say English, unless obviously it's written in Spanish, or some other language, because that will define things. So right now you can see our potential reach is 260,000 people. That's quite a few people. It would be great if we can narrow that down, which is why we go with moms. So let's try new moms. Now, I've done this a lot, so I know there's lots of different mom types, lots of different demographics, different things you can do. You can also go to suggestions and you can browse. If you go to browse, you go to demographics, you can say parents, you can say moms, and then you can see all the moms. There's all sorts of stuff you can target by. You can target by people who used to live in certain locations, but they don't anymore, how much they make, their education level, all things you can play with. This example, I'm just showing you stuff that I know works across the board and that we can all use, everyone on your team can use, and we're still not going to run out of potential people to market to. So we'll say new moms. So you can see their activity strongly suggests they're new moms right up there. So we'll click that. Let's see how much that gets us down to. Okay, so now we're down to 19,000 people. That's pretty small. You can see your reach would be 2,500 people, estimating somewhere in between there, and that's with a daily budget of $11. So you might want to maybe add, get it up a little higher. Like I mentioned, maybe 50,000 people might be a better goal for you. Let's see if we had moms with preschool kids. Now we're getting closer to that number. Okay, so with that being said, this is all good. We can leave this. I don't think you need to narrow it any further, but you can always play around with this stuff. When we go down to edit placements, you can do automatic placements, but what happens oftentimes is Facebook likes to push people over to Instagram, and the Instagram targeting doesn't work as well. So I always go to edit placements, I remove Instagram, and if I do want to market on Instagram, I'll create a totally different campaign and only market on Instagram and do things a little differently. So we'll get rid of audience network, and I just use the Facebook feed because you will get the best results with that, at least for now. You can do different campaigns, mobile versus desktop. We're just going to leave that for now. I mentioned in the first video, it's always best to do a lifetime budget if you're really working with a limited budget. So let's say $30, and I believe it'll let us do as little as $1 per day. So that's 1 month is the default option. So that would be $1 a day when it's all played out. Run ads all the time. Something that's really cool that you can do as well is you can run ads all the time, or you can run them on a schedule. Denise and I sometimes like to run them on a schedule if we know that she's only available between 6 and 8 to do follow-up, and we really want to call and text these people. Then we'll only run them on that schedule. And then if you're just doing $1 a day, then it'll run through that dollar during those couple hours, and you'll get, you can make the best use of your money because you can obviously get back to those leads. If you work a 9 to 5, maybe you just want to run them at night. So I'll show you what that looks like. You want to use the viewer's time zone, or you can use your own, I guess, if you're working around your own schedule, either way. But you could say, I only want to run these between 6 and 7 every day of the week. We'll go to continue. Okay, so now is where you can create a new ad or use an existing post. We're going to create a new ad, so I can show you how to do that. You can go down and choose, let's see, where's Denise Walsh at? There it is. So you choose your Facebook page. Slideshows work great. Videos work great. I'm going to show you images for now because, again, this is simple. This is something we can duplicate. When people are talking about, oh, but I don't have any friends, there's no way I'd be able to build this business. You can say, I'll tell you what, let me show you this video where Brandon explains exactly how to do this. And it's the same way that you found me, and it only costs me $1 a day. You're going to get new people into my business every day. So you're going to want to upload an image. Now, for a page post engagement ad, you want an image that's vertical. So if your profile picture is a square or it's a rectangle and it's horizontal, that's not the best. They say recommended size is 1200 by 628, but that's only true for specific types of ads. What we want is something that's vertically oriented. So let me show you an example of that if we have one in here. I wonder if we still have, let's see. Okay, so this might be a good time to show you what Canva looks like. If you've never used Canva, it's a great, simple way to edit photos quickly, easily. And what I like for custom dimensions, if you want to really make it stand out in the newsfeed, is 1900 or 900 by 1350. You say design. Okay, and then you can upload a picture of yourself, which if you take a vertical picture with your phone, it's going to be very similar to those dimensions. But let's just choose any old picture for now. So there you go. And I will save that and download it. Now, some people will put words on the pictures. Try not to do that as much as possible, because every time you add text to your pictures, Facebook will tell you that it's not going to show your ad to as many people, and you're not going to get as good of reach. So you definitely do not want to do that. You can add a couple words, but if you get more than 20% of your picture, they're really going to penalize you. So, all right, so we just downloaded that, and then we'll say upload an image, and quick access. And we'll upload that, and done. Okay, so there's the image, and I was going to show you exactly how to get to that ad that I showed you that was working so well for Denise. I'm trying to find it here. Let me pause it for a second here and find that. Okay, so here is that ad. So I'm going to click on it, and I'm going to go to edit, and this is this little pencil to edit it. It's kind of a confusing little layout. Let me show you real quick. So once you're in your account, you have all your campaigns. If you click on one of those campaigns, it will take you into it, and it'll automatically set the ad set. So it's campaign, ad set, ad. And if you lose which one you're working on, like I just did, you can go up here and search for it. So this was at Mom's 2338 Pittsburgh. Okay, so campaigns, ad set. Here's the ad that's within that ad set, which is the actual creative, which is, the picture, the text, all that good stuff. So we're going to go over here. We can say manage Facebook comments. It shows us where the link is. And you can see the full ad in action. Okay, so I'm getting carried away here, but let me go. I just wanted to go in and copy this text. And show you how to do this. Okay, so this is where we were. So the text, this is where you put that in. I always call out my audience as the first thing right at the top. And something that I've been doing lately is if you go to facebookicons.net, just for the record, it's always better to do this stuff on a computer. It's so much easier, so many more options. If you try to create these ads on mobile, it's a pain in the neck. But see these circles? These circles really stand out in the newsfeed. So I'll add those sometimes right at the top like that. And you can also say, like, use the word alert. You don't have to use all caps. A lot of times I just base it on whatever it looks like in this mobile newsfeed. It's showing you what it will look like on your phone if you preview it. So you could try something like that. See if that would fit on the top line. See, that looks a little cleaner. I think it doesn't look quite as spammy. I don't use a button because I'm asking people to comment just to get engagement up. And I'm going to show you a trick with the commenting after this is submitted. So that's it. You went through this guided tour of the ad manager. This would be the ad. You can change it. You would change this stuff around a little bit. Obviously, you could talk about, the $5,000 bonus if you wanted. But you always have to keep in mind, you want them to know that this is about them. How can you help them? What are you going to do for them? You can talk about, hey, I only choose a few people to partner with because I teach them exactly how to use these type of techniques, like the ad that you're looking at right now, to show you how to bring new people into your business. That's why I can only choose a few people, that kind of stuff, right? So after this is done, you just click confirm. We're not going to mess with any of these other options, and your ad will be live pretty soon. Again, one more thing, make sure you don't make claims. Don't promise them anything. Don't say you will make this. You can talk a little bit about your story and what you've done, how they can partner with you, but you want to try to be safe, especially when your account's just getting going, that you don't make any kind of claims, or else you'll get into a bad mode where you start getting all your ads rejected for pretty much no reason. So Facebook is not a huge fan of anything that has to do with weight loss, making money, anything like that, because they can get in trouble for allowing us to advertise stuff that makes claims. So anyway, that is this video, and I will have another one up here soon to teach you a trick that works alongside this. So talk soon.